My name's Vikram. I'm CEO and co-founder of Superform. What we're building a stablecoin neobank to make it easier for retail users to access DeFi. It's been a long time coming for us to create products that real people can actually use, and we're going to have desktop and mobile app to finally make it easier for people to access the best parts of what crypto native people do on chain, to swap, to spend, to earn the highest rates they can on cash, crypto assets. Prior to Superform was an investor at Block Tower Capital, where we were finding DeFi protocols and doing a lot of the same stuff that we're now building a platform around, but was manually finding opportunities across 20 different chains, dealing with the operational work of like search, discovery, and execution around yield. And just wanted to finally create a product to take a lot of what we were doing as a fund and turn that into a retail-facing product.
How do you simplify the process?
Yeah, I think it starts with creating a very modular and flexible protocol that lives on chain. And then that core protocol can then be used to chain actions together and then do all those things like stake and loop and deposit and all those things. But to the user, it still feels like they're just signing one transaction all the time. All that stuff previously wasn't possible in crypto because we didn't have new infrastructure like smart accounts and account abstraction and everything else. But now it's possible to legitimately just feel like you're clicking buttons and you can do those complicated things because all this technology exists. But there's a lot of parts that still need to be simplified, and it goes beyond just the technology. It's like, how do we make these things more understandable to people? It's like we need to, provide research and more statistics and stuff, and generally make it more standardized, right, to understand what's going on in the space. And that's what we're doing on a front-end level, but many parts from UX to the actual technical underlying that has to all line up.
There's increasing discussion around stablecoin regulation. So how do you think regulatory is?
Yeah. I just saw today there was news that stablecoins are going to be accepted as collateral for derivative products in any traditional financial product. Like, that's huge. It was on top of the Genius Act and everything. I think this is just the beginning, right? You now have a regulatory environment in the States where innovation is now the default, and all this new technology just exists to, further stablecoin dominance, really, USD-backed stablecoin dominance. The combination, I think, of Genius Act and stuff like today is that you're going to have a lot more stablecoins being issued, and they're all going to be treated with different levels of scrutiny, right? So if I'm above a $50 billion market cap stablecoin, I might be a bank stablecoin, but anything below that is treated entirely differently. You're going to have a bunch of yield-bearing stablecoins. Those yield-bearing stablecoins will mostly be picking up things like RWAs and T-bills and things like that. And it'll be kind of this cycle of those stablecoins being backed by American assets. But at the end of it, I think you end up with a lot of new protocols that are being built to optimize all these, now 500 different stablecoins out there. And for the end user, if I'm onboarding, my parents to DeFi, I can't tell them, that there are 10 different USD-backed stablecoins. You just have to pick which one's best. I think there's going to be another layer on top of this, like a middleware that people use to access those stablecoins. And that's kind of what we're building on the neobank level, is that users can still choose, but there needs to be a smarter manager between them. And that's what the structured products allow you to do, is that it's automatically allocating to the safest risk-adjusted yields across all of those. But I think it's a huge Cambrian explosion of stablecoins coming up, and I think it's going to be huge for crypto products generally to get integrated in fintech.
So Superform offers leverage and the best returns across multiple chains and provides unified chain abstract balances. So how does this multi-chain experience better? And how do you make those kind of partnership models?
Yeah. I think multi-chain it's crazy that we even have to talk about multi-chain differently from crypto generally, because when people want to interact with something in crypto, they just want to interact with crypto. They don't want to care about what chain it's on, right? And it's just a consequence of the infrastructure that we've had so far that people still have to think about. Oh, I'm on Ethereum, I'm on Arbitrum, like I have to move funds over. I think like the apps of the future it's going to be entirely abstracted, right? Like we can't get mass adoption still thinking about where, what chain my funds are on, and like, I can't off-ramp this, right? Like I have to pay fees for this, whatever. So I think the multi-chain experience is just going to be like a broad, I'm using DeFi in crypto, right? And surprisingly, there haven't been very many apps that are like cross-chain first. They are still deploying, just on whatever BSC, Solana, whatever. But I think it's massively hampering our ability to get consumers, because people are just switching from chain to chain. Protocols. Each chain has their own, flagship per protocol. But I think the space would be better in a product sense if there was more aggregation happening. Obviously, there are trade-offs in being like actually cross-chain, settlement times, everything. But the infrastructure is for sure getting to the point where we can create those experiences for people, and they don't have to worry about liquidity fragmentation, incentives that a chain's giving out. It's just like care about the product first.
The DeFi stablecoin is happening very rapidly. So how do you think Superform will trend? Firstly, how will this grow? Also, answer.
Yeah, I really think of Superform as a tool for us to add utility to assets, right? So in a world where there are 500 stablecoins, which I think we will be in a year and a half, then what we're going to be competing on is not going to be the ability for us to send stablecoins. That's table stakes, right? Like what we're going to be focusing on is I want stablecoins to not just earn yield. I want them to earn rewards and points, and like I want them to be used like a credit card somewhere and get cash back. And that's really what Superform is providing, is like this distribution tool for all of those stablecoins to actually differentiate themselves. And yeah, I mean, there's so many different things as a stablecoin that I need to do. It could just be like on-off ramping, compliance, getting utility, whatever. But at the end of it, it's like what we want to solve is the ability for users to actually find those opportunities and take the operational burden off of them to actually like find out about this new stablecoin and whatever else. And the marketing angle for a lot of stablecoins is tough because they can't actually market the fact that their stablecoin earns yield. It's like a part of that. That's the Genius Act was a little bit involved in that. And it's like, but you can't actually do that through Superform because you have vault products and everything else to it. So we're kind of just like a tool for them to achieve their objectives distribution.
I'm more curious, are your like audience or customers US and series a lot of?
Yeah, we're going to launch first in the US, but then very soon after we'll be in every English-speaking country. And then, depending on the country's ability, I guess, to consume a directly English native app, we will decide to localize the app in different languages when we have support and everything. We actually are thinking about the Korean market right now, if we should just go ahead and launch our English app or if we should localize it first before launching. But yeah, we should talk about that. But yeah, English speaking for now, and but very soon after we'll be everywhere. And it's the globally owned user neobank, right? It's like a bank you can finally own and get profits from and everything else. So
this will be the last. Do you have anything to say for the Korean market or traders?
yeah, first off, like thanks to our Korean community. So far, it's been awesome. We've been live for 2 years, I guess, and we've had a great group of people that's been, naturally putting the word out about Superform, and not just Superform products, but everything else on Superform, our partner protocols and everything. I'm really excited for what's coming up in V2. And I think that the experience around onboarding to mobile and everything is going to be a game changer, and we could use everyone's help in creating and having this application be this portal for everyone in the world to access the best stuff on chain. And we want this to be a global-led community effort. And Korea is one of the best places that we can have these yield products be accessed. And it's been too long for us to have a usable mobile app for people. So I'm excited for everyone to to try it. And yeah, lots more coming on improvements and features that we're going to be adding to make it even better for the Korean market. Awesome.